Welcome to this edition of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, we're going to take a look at printing this. What is this? Well, it's not a 3D printed wedding cake, I can tell you that much. So, anyways, it's something I whipped up in OpenSCAD for a project and wanted to do a prototype of it. So, tell you what. Let's go watch a quick time lapse of this being printed. It'll be somewhat quick. This actually took 8 hours to print on the Wanhao, and but we'll shorten it up to around a minute. And so we'll go take a watch of this being printed, and then we'll head over to the bench, take a look, and see what this actually is, and I'll show you how it works. So, time lapse. So we took a look at the time lapse of this being printed, so let's now talk about what it is. Actually, this is an art pencil carousel type thingamabob. So what I was doing is looking for one of these, and I did up a prototype in OpenSCAD, and I'm going to make some changes. And one of the things when I did this, I printed this with very thin, only 0.4 millimeters of a shell and 5% infill, so it's pretty flimsy, and some of the lip here isn't very, not really the lip, but the base in here is not very well formed. But for a prototype, it actually did pretty good, so came out pretty good. So how does it work? Well, in short, the idea is you take stuff and you put stuff in there like this, and then I got it also so you can put stuff like that, and then you can put pencils like that. And so I did make a couple different sizes, so I'm not sure how all the sizes are going to work out, but so far they seem to be somewhat okay. So I made these a little bit bigger. I think they made these like 12 and these 10. So so that's how it goes, and then we can just keep going. I mean, actually, this can hold quite a bit of stuff. Screwdrivers. I think one of the things I'm going to do is make these bottom holes also larger and extend this out a little bit more, because one of the things you'll notice that the height of this is, you know, these are really kind of shallow for a screwdriver, but these actually hold very well, and then up here kind of hits that, so these are probably about the best. So I'm going to kick this out a little bit more for that. Let's see, what else can we put in there? I can't find anything else right now on the bench. Let's put that in there. So anyways, it actually turned out pretty good as an organizer. There's, again, a few changes I'm going to make. I'm going to kick this out. Now, I did design this to, you know, be able to put, you know, like little screws and things like that, like I'm doing here. And I'm going to see if I can get this a little bit bigger. So I'd originally intended on making it 7 inches, but I was having a problem getting it to print on the Wanhao, so I knocked it down to 6, and it printed just fine. So this is 6, and so anyways, that really came out. It's supposed to be 6. Let's see. Yep, it's about 6. So it's about what we anticipated. So anyways, this came out pretty good. Again, I modeled this in OpenSCAD. So if you're interested and you want to print this out and you're looking for it, I'll put the link below to the OpenSCAD on the OpenSCAD site where this is, and also on the DIY 3D site. It'll point back to the code for this, and I'll probably put an STL out there too if you don't want to use the OpenSCAD code and you simply want to print this out. But I'm pretty happy with this. But I think the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this top piece down a little bit. I don't think it needs to be quite as tall here, so I think this will come down a little bit. kick these out and make all the holes in general a little bit bigger, because for actual pencils it does a really good job, and that's the original measurement I took. But for example, like this pen, this kind of sits in there funky, but as you can see in the larger one, so I'm gonna beef that up. I might actually even write some code to stagger them, so big one, small one, big one, small one, or something like that. I don't know yet. But even this funny one with the hand grip fits into this, where the smaller ones down here it doesn't quite fit into. So anyways, I'm happy with the way this turned out. And again, I would go for the longer print and print it out with at least 2 shells. But I tell you what, the 5% infill seems to be more than enough. It's very sturdy. So anyways, that's what this is. It's an art pencil holder. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while. So if you found this video interesting, hey, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, more coming. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of our projects.